Talk about it.
Year. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your boy. How are we doing? Welcome back. It's a wonderful Friday. The weather is kind of weird. It's here in Florida, at least. It's been cold. Then it'll get hot out of nowhere. It'll start raining. Yeah, Florida weather is weird, but today feels good. I mean, it was raining earlier, but we'll see how the rest of the weekend is. But I actually wanted to kind of start off on like it's not I mean, it is kind of a sad note in a sense because it's another unarmed black man being taken out of here. Tyre Nichols from Memphis was brutally beaten by 5 black police officers in Memphis, Tennessee, and it was all captured on video through their body cams, the police officers' body cams. It's just, if you've watched the video, it's sickening. It really is. It's just, once again, it's another black person gone for no reason. It's really getting out of hand, man. And for it to be yet another one, but not only that, like, me personally, I'm seeing a trend. Y'all can call it what y'all want, but I'm seeing a trend of just all negative when it comes to black people. It's always negative. It's always someone got gunned down, beaten to death. Like, it's all negative when it comes to us. Like, why is it that is so normal now? Like, what I'm seeing, like, it's normal in a sense. And as terrible as that sounds, it's the truth. Like, that stuff, it's black people being gunned down. You know what? I'm gonna just keep it 100. Negativity is normal now. Like, just negative things, whether it's on your social media, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. That's why I actually took some time off of Facebook or social media, period, because at one point, because it was just so negative. Like, every time you turn around, it's a fight here, someone getting shot. And what's crazy is this was a couple years ago that I was noticing, like, they had inappropriate, like, people, you could call it porn on Facebook at one point, like, and now just recently I've been seeing ads, like cartoon ads, like pornographic cartoon ads, but for like dick pills and stuff like that. And I'm seeing it pop up on my news feeds. I'm like, yo, y'all are tripping. Like, y'all are really bugging with this, because, like, I know how technology works and algorithms and your phone. Like, I'm quite sure everybody's always, like, when it first started happening for me, I was tripped out. But I'm quite sure most people know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you're at the house and you just randomly think of, damn, I need to buy a crock pot or something, just something random, and you'll say it, and then maybe 10, 15 minutes later, you're on your social media and you may see an ad for a crock pot or something like that, right? like, so I know how technology works in terms of that. But when I seen the advertisement for like dick pills and stuff like that, I'm like, I know for a fact I'm not talking about I need some dick pills, but it was just weird that that I started seeing like pop ups for just not even just dick pills, but just in like inappropriate, but also the picture isn't matching whatever it is that you're trying to advertise. I think like it was like a one was for dick pills and another one was for like just like dating. I think like relationships. I'm just like, but what are y'all showing? Like actual, it's like it's porn, but of course it's like animated and cartoonish, but still it's still wild and inappropriate. Especially me seeing it on my face, like just an ad on my news feed is random and it's crazy. Because what if my son was just sitting next to me, watching me scroll on Facebook, which he does from time to time. He'll get next to you if he's bored. He'll just stare at your phone while you're on your phone. So just imagine if he was staring at my phone one time and seen that. It is just something that I would have to explain. I ain't got time to do that right now. I don't need to explain that to him just yet. And that's what I'm seeing a increase in is the agenda that these people are trying to push is crazy. But back to the Tyre Nichols situation. It's not right what they did. He was minding his business. And what made me, because when I first heard the story, right? When I first heard the story that it was five black officers, that threw me off. Just for the simple fact of like damn, like you really gonna sit there and just beat this other black dude to death? And I'm just and it's not to sound crazy or whatever you want to call it, but me personally, when you first heard the story, right? My initial reaction was, when you first hear Tyre Nichols gets beaten to death by 5 police officers, my first initial reaction, I'm quite sure, was everyone's reaction. Oh, these are white cops. So then when the everything came out and it was 5 black officers, to me, I'm just like, why? Like, why? Like, what? Why? I know it sounds weird. But I'm quite sure y'all felt the same way. Like, us doing that to us? But then you also have to look at, we've been doing this to ourselves for the longest, but you wouldn't expect it on that front, I guess. We're so used to white cops on black people that when this happens, it's almost like, what were you thinking, for one? But then it's still like, damn, what the heck? Like, it's still a death, regardless if it were white cops or black cops, and it's still ridiculous to me why it even panned out like that. I definitely wanted to touch on the Tyre Nichols, because honestly, in my class, or in my previous class, we had a radio show as well to do, and the Tyre Nichols thing came up because I brought it up, but it was briefly, and it wasn't to talk about the Tyre Nichols situation, but it was the reaction from my teacher when she said we didn't talk about it enough, and it rubbed me the wrong way because one, I was the one who brought up Tyre Nichols, and two, it wasn't it was the way we brought it up wasn't to, oh, we have to talk about this situation. It was, we were talking about the Super Bowl, and I suggested that Rihanna may do a tribute, or may do lift us up, that song Lift Us Up, but in tribute to Tyre Nichols. And one of my co-hosts said, who's Tyre Nichols? And then I explained it, and then we moved on from it. But then we got criticized at the after our show by our professor, just to talk about how the show went and stuff like that and what we can improve. And then she made the comment of, we can't just brush past the Tyre Nichols situation because it's a big, it's something big that happened, and we shouldn't brush past it. And I felt offended because one, I was actually the only black person in our group to do our show that day, and I was the one who brought it up. So I felt kind of like I wouldn't brush past that, for one, because that's a killing of another black person. I'm not going to brush past that, and I wanted to address that today. Because, yes, that is a serious situation. Another unarmed black man was taken out of here. Another one. And I don't want anyone feeling like that I would never, take the opportunity to talk about a situation like that. So, yeah, that's what I definitely wanted to do that today because, one, it's unfair that we keep on losing our lives. That's one thing that I have to get across. It is unfair that we are constantly losing our lives for nothing. For nothing. Like it has become so much of a sport. Like that it is. Like we literally see black people dying on TV now. Like it used to be somebody sent me a clip or like this and that. Like it used to be you barely see it. Now we see it on TV now. It's not, oh, we seen it on YouTube. No. If I click on my TV, I can see Tyre Nichols get beaten to death. Like I could see that. I could see George Floyd taking his last breath. I can see that. Like it's disgusting. And I know I'm fed up. I'm fed up. The black community is fed up. Shit, other communities are fed up too, in a sense. But I know I am. I know I'm fed up for sure. Because it's not just my life that I got to worry about. I have a son. I have nieces and nephews. I got to worry about them. Like I could take care of myself. I don't mind y'all doing whatever y'all need to do to me. It is what it is. I take that. But these kids, my nieces and nephews, my son, like, nah, you're going to have to take me out. Because I'm going to protect them no matter what. And I think, honestly, that's the energy. That's the energy we need. And I'll say this, the treatment that we get on a daily basis of the racial profiling, the disrespect, the attitude, the treatment that we get is just a reaction of what you thought that how we would react. You're You guys are treating us the way you thought we would react to you guys. You thought that we'd be mean. You thought that we'd be aggressive. You thought that we would just want to just take y'all out. Y'all thought that. So y'all treat us as that. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of living. I'm tired of tiptoeing around in white people's minds. I'm tired of doing it because that's the most dangerous place any black person can be in, is in the white person's mind. And I'm tired of doing. I'm tired of it because this is what we will see. We will constantly see black people getting taken out of here, and it's truly unfortunate that it had to be in the hands of other black cops. Like it had been honestly, it would probably be a different tone if it were white cops. But me personally, I'm more furious that it was our own people that did it. That's what kind of pisses me off more. It's like, how do you not see why you're doing that? Why you're kicking them in the face and punching, like doing all that? How can you not see your little brother, your little cousin, your father, your kid? Like, how are you not seeing that in your eyes as you're beating as you're beating Tyre Nichols up? How can you not see, as a black man? As a black man, how are you not seeing that? I could totally understand. Look, I don't understand it, but my mind can accept it more if it were white cops, because we see that all the time. But as a black man, and you are doing that to another black man, it throws me off. I don't get it. And that's something that's just another issue and another topic that we have to touch on. And I don't have the answers. I'm gonna just be completely honest. I don't have the answers, but I'm gonna try to find them. I also will challenge people, other people, to find them, because it's not just going to take my voice. God has blessed me with the voice that I have, and I'm going to continue on using it. But it's not just going to take me. It's going to take you, the other communities, not just the black community. And that's the thing. Like, I'm always going to stand for my people. I'm always going to be pro-black, no matter what. But it's going to take more than just us, because clearly the system does not care that much about us. So of course we're going to need people that the system cares about to help us out. Cause shit, we've been helping y'all out. We've been helping y'all strive and be successful for years. Millions. The U.S. was built off of us. So we know what we bring to the table, and we just need some help, especially fighting this wicked system that we have, that will allow us to constantly see black death come across our TV screen. That is unacceptable. That is truly unacceptable. I remember growing up, the closest that I got to seeing something crazy on TV was, of course, watching news. But the craziest it ever got was like taping, like the taping around a specific area, or a sheet over a body. Like that was the worst that we got growing up. But now you can see the actual killing on tape. And the worst part about it is growing up, we hoped to get video footage of crimes happening so that we can get the help that we needed, right? So that it can be solved properly. But now you have the crime being committed on camera, not some cheap, cheesy ass camera. I'm talking you get HD footage, 1080p footage of people dying. And still no justice. Still cops get off. Not enough evidence. I don't know how, but that's what we deal. That's what we have to deal with now. That's what we're dealing with now. Years ago, when I was growing up, we were begging to get footage of crime being committed in terms of trying to solve a specific crime, murder, or whatever. Now that we have all the footage and more, it still ain't enough. So something's got to give. I'm tired of seeing it. I'm tired of talking about it. Because I really wasn't going to touch up on. I was not going to say anything about the Tyre Nichols. Only reason why is because it's just more. It's just another one. And I felt the need to talk about it because I felt some type of way when my professor said that I brushed over it. So, but we definitely have to. I know I keep saying it, but do better. But at this point, that's the only thing I can say. Like it's what, February 3rd. So we're 3 days into February and quote unquote Black History Month. I'm not doing that this year. I'm not about to sit here and talk and try to big up Black History Month. No, I'm not doing it. We should have never had a Black History Month. It's just my opinion. We should. Why all the accomplishments and all the success and all the brilliant people and all the good that came from Black people is condensed into 1 month. I'm not doing that this year, and I refuse to. I'm not about to sit here and say, oh yeah, it's Black History Month, we need to be celebrated. No, we need to be celebrated every single day, 365. Not just a measly 28 days. Y'all don't think that's funny? That out of all the months that y'all wanted to, out of all the months that they chose to praise and give praise and big up Black people, was the shortest month of the year. And y'all were just cool with it. All right, cool, we'll take it. Nah, I'm not running with that no more. I'm tired of allowing them the opportunity or giving them the permission to promote us. Nah, we not doing that. I'm done doing that. I'm going to celebrate Black History year round, not just 1 month. Nah, I'm not doing that. But we are a month in of the new year, and there's already been some crazy things going on. Beyonce just told everybody that she's going back on tour. Ticket prices is outrageous. I'm glad my wife my queen is a huge Beyonce fan, and I'm glad she hasn't said anything about this the concert dates and stuff like that. Cause yeah, I've been seeing some memes of people of girlfriends or wives trying to set up the or pre-order, and I'm talking pre-order to their significant other, like kind of give that heads up, like, yeah, I'm gonna need you to buy these tickets for me. Yeah, my wife she hasn't done that yet, and we'll see how that goes. We will see how that goes. And we are back. Man, it's always good to hear some Party Next Door. and my boy, I'm So Malik, always got bangers. Always. Shout out to my boy Malik. That first song I played was a new single by my boy, I'm So Malik, called Work. Go check my boy out. All streaming platforms. I'm So Malik. All right. We are going to get to the sports. Specifically the Lakers and LeBron's quest to be the all-time leading scorer in NBA history. So right now, it's currently Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 38,387 points. And Kareem actually been holding that record since, I believe, 1984. So he's been holding that record for about 30 years. But now, good old Lebron James is only 63 points away. And that, for one, 38,000 points is a lot. And honestly, I didn't even when Kobe was chasing not really chasing it, but when he was collecting his points, when he was third, and I looked at his points, because his points is 33,643. When I seen those, I'm like, 33,000, and Kareem is at 38. That's 5,000 points. And Kobe, you my man's in a whole 50 grand, but that's a lot of points. And at the time, I didn't even see LeBron even on there, or we wasn't even really talking about it like that. So for him to continue to score, and LeBron, and let's be honest, we don't look at LeBron as a scorer, even though we should, because, I mean, the numbers speak for himself. But, nah, we don't look at LeBron. I know I don't. When you see LeBron, like, LeBron is just LeBron. When we think when we think of LeBron, we don't think of LeBron as a scorer. We think of LeBron as just LeBron. I would say we think of LeBron as a passer, but I guess some people could say that. But like, we look at Kobe's a scorer. Jordan's a scorer. Chris Paul, passer. Melo, scorer. Like, LeBron is just LeBron. We don't look at LeBron, and I could be wrong, but just going off of barbershop talk and stuff like that, we never consider LeBron a scorer. Now, we should now. I mean, it's crazy that we never did. But yeah, for now we most definitely have to start considering and really start changing that barbershop talk. Like, nah, LeBron is a scorer. And I think we overlook LeBron's greatness. And trust me, before he came to the Lakers, I was the biggest LeBron hater. So believe me when I tell you this, I'm not dick riding LeBron whatsoever. But LeBron is great. You got to give that man his dues, man. Like, Shaq said it. The great Shaq, Hall of Fame Shaq said if he gets the scoring title, you got to call him a GOAT. I mean, I know Stephen A just said on First Take that he will not give that reign to LeBron. And I get it because Stephen A is older and he's witnessed LeBron. I mean, he's witnessed MJ when he first got in the league to his prime to Wizards MJ. Like, so I get the older heads are always gonna say, you know, MJ over LeBron. Me personally, it's always gonna be Kobe for me because that's Kobe Bean has always been the GOAT for me. But basketball, realistically, like if we're just talking, who's the GOAT when it comes to basketball? With no bias, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go MJ because as a basketball player, as a fan of basketball. That's the thing for me. As a fan of basketball, it's when the whole conversation of who's the GOAT, my thought process is who do I want to watch? Who do I want to watch play basketball? Like, that's my first initial how I'm gonna gauge it. Because we can do stats, we can do rings, this and that. Because if we do stats, LeBron got Jordan beat off stats alone. But if you want to talk rings and the intensity and never lost in the finals, never took the finals to a game 7, then we talking MJ. But if you ask me who would I rather watch play basketball, LeBron or MJ? I'm going MJ. I'm just gonna go MJ. Who do I? There's so many different categories and stipulations that you could throw in there. But in terms of who do I want to watch? Who do I want to watch a game of basketball? Who would I want to watch in the finals? MJ for sure. But that's how I would see. That's how I would gauge it. Like that's how I would pick. Like NBA Finals, who would I rather want to watch a series? MJ in a series or LeBron in a series? And that's my choice. I want to watch MJ destroy and go bananas on whoever. LeBron's gonna have a good. He's gonna have a good finals. He's gonna do him. Like LeBron's finals averages, I think, are in the 30s. So I mean, LeBron is gonna do him. But I mean, if I had to pick, it would be MJ. But we're talking about greatness and what he's about to achieve in the next 2 games. LeBron's doing it, and the thing, and the crazy part about it is he's gonna break the record literally in the next 2 or 3 games, and there's still road to go. That's the thing. Like LeBron is about to break the record, right? But there's still a season left. There's still 30 games left, 28 or so. By the time he breaks the record, there'll be 25 plus games left. Okay, then he has another season. Like, I don't think anyone is going to break this record after LeBron breaks it because nobody thought anyone was going to break Kareem's record. It's been 30 years since anyone even came close to touching the record. So I say LeBron's going to push it another, 1,000 some points. Could I see LeBron push this to 40,000 points? Could I see that? 2,000 points? Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, I think this record is going to be untouchable, or I believe LeBron he could set that goalpost so far. He could set that mark so far ahead that I don't see anybody touching that. Luka could, like, matter of fact, let me see. Let me see who's on this list right now that are active. Let's go with active right now. Only active players. Okay. Out of the active players right now, the only one. Okay. Kevin Durant is sitting at 26,000 points. I don't see him getting 12,000 more points to even get to that record or coming in second or whatever. And then you got James Harden at 24,000, Russ at 24,000, Chris Paul, where Luka at? Because I think that's the only person that they said has the potential to get there. But I don't even know where Luka is sitting at because Luka's he a baby in this. Yeah, I mean Kevin Durant is the only closest one. Yeah, so I don't think anyone's gonna break this record. I truly do not believe anyone's gonna touch this record. It's amazing that LeBron in year 20 will break it. He's gonna do it at home because we got the Pelicans tomorrow in New Orleans. Then we go back home to OKC. And we play OKC Tuesday, and then we have another home game against Milwaukee. Now, analysts are saying that LeBron may try to wait until the Milwaukee game because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played for Milwaukee. So, who knows? LeBron is a as much as I know LeBron says that he doesn't care about it, I know that he's going to want to break the record at home, whether it's against OKC or Milwaukee. He wants to break it at home so his family can be there. And I think that's dope to be able to essentially pick the I guess yes, LeBron can pick the game he wants to break the record. That's crazy to even say, like, you know what? I'm going to choose OKC or I'm going to choose Milwaukee to break this record because he can. He only got 63 points left to score. LeBron is probably going to drop 30-some tomorrow against the Pelicans. And that's just going to leave him. Now, it's all about how he does it, though. Now, if he can if he could play it out right to where he dropped 30 tomorrow, we get a win. Because that's the thing. We need to get wins as he's inching closer and closer and about to break this record. We also need to be winning too. So if we get this win tomorrow against the Pelicans, we will be sitting at 26 and 28, right? And then 26 and we'll be if we beat the Pelicans, we'll be 26 and 28, right? Then we go OKC and we win, beat them. Leave us 27-28. Now, could LeBron stretch it in terms of let me drop 20 in this game, 20 in the next game, and then 20 to finish it off in Milwaukee? He most definitely could do that. He could do 21, 21, 21. Can you do something for me? But yeah, he could drop 21 in the next 3 games, and the third game he can have that breaking point on the Milwaukee game. But we'll see what LeBron decides to do. But also, while we're still talking sports, we're not going to be talking about my Lakers. But I mean, I guess we can still kind of talk about the Lakers. LeBron is the only All-Star this year from the Lakers. Meaning, Anthony Davis got snubbed for the All-Star. Who else? There's been actually a couple players that got snubbed. James Harden. People are saying James Harden got snubbed. Honestly, I could care less who made the All Star team because right now that's not. I'm not focused on that right now. The Lakers need to do what they got to do to get some wins, but we'll go with the. So we got the Eastern starters. We got Giannis, Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell, KD, Jason Tatum. So I can most definitely say KD probably won't be playing in the All Star game. And then we got the Western Conference. We got LeBron, Jokic, Curry, Luca, and Zion, which I don't think Zion will be playing in the All Star game either. So here are the reserves for the Eastern Conference final. I mean, the Eastern Conference, we got Jaylen Brown, Joel Embiid, which is crazy. Hold on. I just now noticed that. Joel wasn't a starter? Wow. I'm just now noticing Joel Embiid wasn't a starter and he's a front runner for MVP, but whatever. So we got Jaylen Brown, Embiid. These are the reserves. Okay. DeMar DeRozan, Julius Randle, Drew Holiday, and Tyrese Halliburton and Bam Adebayo. Speaking of Tyrese Halliburton, I know I shouldn't be the one saying that somebody's trash because I'm not in the NBA and I'm just hating and talking shit. But am I not the only one that when we see, like when I see Tyrese Halliburton's game, specifically his shooting, I'm like, how is he an all-star? Two, like how is Indiana hurting when he's not playing? I don't know. I don't much respect to Tyrese Halliburton, but I don't know. I don't know how he's an all-star. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just hating. I am really just hating. Okay, let's go to the Western Conference all-star reserves. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I like that because he's been balling like crazy. Dame time. Paul George, that's cool. Lauri Markkanen has been hooping. Ja Morant should have been a starter. Jaren Jackson, I guess he's probably going to be Defensive Player of the Year. And then Sabonis, that's cool. But what about AD? AD is averaging 27 points a game. Yeah, he's been hurt, but he's back now. And he only missed two less games than Jaren Jackson, but that's beside the point. But yeah, there's been some snubs. I mean, Anthony Edwards. All right, here we go. We got a couple snubs. James Harden, which is crazy to me. Was Devin Booker not? Devin Booker was hurt, so I get that. But yeah, All-Star game is gonna be cool. I'm not too pressed for them anymore because they're not. I will agree. I do like the change of how they do it now. The points, the point system. That's dope because it makes it more competitive. I like that for that reason. But unless they bring back the old school All-Star games where you're rocking your jerseys, like your actual jerseys, like I always thought that was dope. Like I don't know why they went away with that. I always just thought that was dope. They might need to consider bringing those back. But I will say Scottie Pippen Jr. was selected for the Rising Stars, which is dope because he's a Laker. You dig? But yeah, all in all, LeBron is 3 games away from breaking Kareem's all-time leading scoring record in his 20th season. LeBron is still, I think, honestly, LeBron is just adding on to his resume because that could just be one thing that he can use. And I know LeBron doesn't. I don't think that he does it on purpose. But like, yeah, you said I'm not better than Jordan. What? I got this. I got that. I got that. So I mean, it's dope that LeBron's still playing at an MVP caliber type clip. We need help, I will say, but LeBron's still balling his ass off. We're finding ways to win. But all in all, shout out to LeBron for about to break Kareem's all-time leading scoring record. That's a huge accomplishment. But let's get some more wins under our belt. Let's get some more wins under our belt, at least. Not only that, my thoughts and prayers and my condolences go out to Tyre Nichols, his family. I want to just say, like, we got to find a way to heal. We got to find a way to progress and not end up in the same rut that we've been in for the past couple of decades. We gotta change something. And if you're tired of seeing violence and shootings, if you're tired of seeing that, then do something about it. We got to hold ourselves accountable. We have to hold ourselves accountable. Because the minute we start holding ourselves accountable is when we start to see some change. Because there's no way a handcuffed man deserves to be beaten. There's no way a man that's already been subdued deserves to be beaten brutally. There's no way. There's no way that we should that's cool and that's normal. There's no way. There's no way that we can accept that. So we just got to do better. We got to change our minds, change our actions, change the way we see things. We're going to get there though. We are going to get there because that's the thing. We got to speak positive to receive positive. So I really thank y'all for listening. I really do. I really appreciate y'all listening to another episode of Let's Talk About It with your boy.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.